Hey guys, so I've bought myself a GT Omega Racing Pro Cockpit. Comes in two boxes. The first box here I think is the main frame, and the bigger box at the back there, that's the actual seat itself. Well, it says it's the racing seat, so I'm assuming it is. Cleared a space in the room for it to live. Hopefully it's going to go just in here. Got power there so I can plug in my wheel. Computer's right next to it, so cable management shouldn't be an issue. I'm just going to hope that it actually fits in the space I provided, but according to the measurements on the website, it does. So we'll see. My wheel and pedals are here. It's the Thrustmaster T500 RS, I think it's called, with the Alcantara wheel. Also got the Formula 1 wheel there. The pedals are on the floor. They're Fanatec Club Sport, and there's the TH8 thrust shifter. So all that will be mounted on the chassis when it's built. Got the manual here on my tablet, so we're all ready and raring to go. So I will start recording this assembly, probably show it to you in a sort of time lapse, and then I will let you know how it went at the end. Wish me luck. Okay, so my camera stopped recording video for some reason. I don't know why, but basically I think it cut out as I was attaching this here. So I put that on, then I had to attach 2 upright supports, which is done. It's not particularly easy. Well, it's fairly easy. It's just a bit hot today, so I'm struggling with the heat. But the supplied Allen key they gave me was rubbish, frankly. It was far too soft. It's already rounded out. I can't use it anymore. Fortunately, I've got my own Allen keys, so that's not an issue. But if you're building your own, just bear that in mind. Make sure you've got your own Allen keys, I would recommend, because the ones they supply are just too soft for the job. It's really hot, as I said, so I need a drink. I'm going to take a couple of minutes to do that, and then I'll be back to put the wheel plate on and do a few other bits and pieces. There's still a few pieces left, as you can see, but I reckon I'm probably about halfway there, and it's looking quite good. Okay, we'll be back soon. Okay, so I'm back for a bit of a drink. I've had to open the window because it's far too hot, so you'll have to contend with the noise from outside, I'm afraid, because I just can't work with the heat today. So the next step, according to this, is to attach the wheelbase with 4 M6 short bolts. So, wheelbase, M6 bolts, there's 4 there. So we use those, and that goes on there. So now I'm guessing I'll just remove that according to my own wishes. But for now, we will just put with my Allen key. Where did I put that down? Lost it, there it is. For now, I'll just throw it on there so it's in position, and then we'll sort out a location of it. Oh, come here. Nearer the time. So I want a couple of those, and let's see now. it's all done. Okay. Right, that's going to be annoying, so we'll move it out of that way over there. Oh yes. That works. Now let's get the steering wheel mounted, the gear stick mounted, and the pedals mounted. Yay! Okay, it's been a couple of hours. I've had some dinner, had a bit of a break before tackling the wheel, pedals, gear shifter, etc, etc. But I'm ready to go now. Assuming I've got all the bits. So, I'm not sure to start with the wheel, the pedals. I think I'll start with the pedals actually. So that's the gear shifter. That is, oh, line is still plugged in. Okay, let's unplug that. That's the wheel, pop that there. I need to grab your pedals, bear with me. Okay, pedals. The V3s from Fanatec. Lovely set of pedals these are. So apparently these have holes pre-drilled in the pedal base for these pedals. So there's a hole there and there. And so there's two at the bottom. So there's 4 holes in total. So let's make sure that wire's up the way for a minute. Let's see which holes line up. Cool. Okay, so that'll go in there, like so. Right, holes to line up. So, well, that lines up there. But not, oh, is it at the top maybe? That lines up there. Yeah, kind of lines up with those two. Don't know about the bottom, I can't see the bottom. But to be honest, if I get the top two, and I don't think I'll need any more than that. So, we need a couple of bolts, and a couple of nuts. I'm just using anything that's left over. There's various nuts and bolts that are left. I'm assuming these fit, these will be fine. So yeah, that fits on there. So that'll do for that one. Not sure if that's too close to the crossbar or not. I might have to lower them further down, but I don't know if a lower position actually lines up anywhere, so I'm not sure if we'll have a choice in that matter. Let's have a look. Wow, looks like they line up, maybe line up there. Maybe. No. Interesting. Okay, so right. Interesting. So those two do line up. So they should line up there, maybe? Yeah, so I'll have it there. That might, oh no, I can't. No, I can't. Doesn't line up. How bizarre. Okay, what about there? No, that's too wide. Oh, that's weird. There only seems to be 2 holes that actually line up. Okay, well, let's just go with that for now. This is that one and that one, I think. Well, even they don't line up properly, do they? This might not be as easy as I thought. That lines up there. It doesn't actually line up there. Yeah. Okay. How does that work then? So none of the holes line up anywhere. Oop. Not a good start, is it? Do they line up? No? Well, that seems a bit bizarre. All these holes in this pedal plate and none of them line up, even though it says on the website that it does fit the club sport pedals. So how does that work? So that lines up there, but not there. But that's crazy. Utterly crazy. Okay. So how do you attach the pedals then? If the holes don't match up. Interesting. Well, I might be able to try these two again. I don't know if I can force the angle or not. They definitely don't. Now these are the V3 pedals, but as far as I'm aware, all the club sport pedals have the same mounting positions. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's my understanding. So I don't quite understand it. Okay, so I can kind of force the angle on that, but it's not in straight, and that will probably cross thread. Okay, that is pretty solid actually, to be fair. So they have gone in. I mean, the holes didn't line up brilliantly, but I managed to get them in. Could be better, I have to say, but it worked. So that's the main thing. Okay, so that's the pedals attached. Let's have a feel of that, see how that works. Yeah, a touch far away, but then I can move a little closer. Yeah, that's okay. There's a bit of flex on the brake pedal on the whole rig, but then the brake is quite stiff, so that feels pretty good. I think that needs to come a bit closer to me, but that can all be sorted out. Feels like it'll be a good height though. Yeah, that might want to come a bit closer, but it can. It's got plenty of attachments there. But so I've got the wheel on, I won't know. And getting in and out is going to be tricky with the gear stick there. There's not a lot of space, but then I can move back. So that shouldn't be an issue. Right, wheel next, I suppose. Let's hope the holes line up a bit better for the wheel than they did for the pedals. So first of all, I've got to take the table mount bracket off, which has got grease all over it. So it's going to put that somewhere where it's not going to get all over my carpet. Or in that cardboard box will do. Lovely. Years ago, and this is a little tip for a house that has one of these, that table mounts it, I found that the table bracket didn't really lock it in hard enough, and when I was turning the wheel that it would slip and come loose on the table because I couldn't clamp it down enough. Brilliant solution to that, a tip that I found out, was to use this non-slip rubber matting that you can buy. I just glued it onto the bottom of the wheelbase, and that really provides a lot of extra grip on the table surface. So if you have one of these wheels and you can't get it tight enough, glue some of this rubber matting to the underside and you should find it makes a huge difference. Right, so which bolts are these? These ones. So I want 2 of these bolts here. There's 1 and 2. So, do I take it off the rig to do this, or do I do it on the rig? Oh, I don't know. Let's see. Cables. Okay, let's have a look. Let's might get rid of this for a minute because this is in the way. That's why I did it hand tight so that I could do that. Makes getting in here much easier. Okay, so this isn't going to be easy. So they are. Yeah, I might take this off of here. You know, I think it's going to be easier. Potentially. Okay, so I'm too far away to do that. Okay, yeah, that feels pretty good. Cable's annoying, but yeah, that's not bad, you know. Quite like that. I think we'll go with that to start with. Yeah, it's good. Okay, let's lock that in. Sorry, I had to just check the phone was still recording because it made a funny noise, but it was. So we shall carry on as we were. So, let's tighten these up. So yeah, as I was saying, it seems there's lots of adjustment potential. So there's several positions here on this bracket where you can go up or down. I can bring it forward and backwards. I can also slide this backwards and forwards, obviously on the rails. And there's all the positions for the gear stick here, and you slide it in and out, and these have got sliders, blah 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 blah. However, if you need to adjust it, you just take out all 4 bolts, move the wheel to the next position, bolt it all back in again, and I think that would take quite a bit of time. So, you know, if you've got someone particularly short, if you've got some kids that want to play it while you play it, if it's like a family environment, you're sharing it with various different people at various different heights, this would not be particularly ideal rig to have, simply because you can't make quick adjustments to the position of things. Once you've bolted it in, you're kind of stuck with that without getting your tools out. Whereas a lot of other cockpits, more expensive admittedly, more expensive cockpits, they have quicker adjustments available. So that's just something to bear in mind if you're looking at this cockpit, that the adjustment is there, but it's very time consuming to make the adjustments. Okay, that's that. So just really all we've got to do now is put the gear stick on. I've also got a USB hub to connect it all to, so I can just run one USB lead to the computer, and we are done. I've got a couple more caps to put on here, and although I don't need the speaker bracket, as I was saying earlier, because I'm not going to be putting speakers on it, I don't really have anywhere else to put it, and I want to keep hold of the brackets in case at some point in the future I sell the rig, and then I'll be able to sell it with the speaker mounts. So I might just put them on and not use them, just so that I don't lose them. Let's tighten that up there. And that one's the same over there. Locked in. That's locked in. Let's cinch that down. And that one. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Gear shifter. I had it on the lowest setting, didn't I? If I remember rightly. Now on the Fanatec then, that's not Fanatec, it's GT Omega. On the GT Omega website, there is there is a version 2 of the gear stick and keyboard mount that goes on the base. So there's like a new base that goes between the frame and the seat, and the gear stick and the keyboard mount attached to that, which apparently is a lot more stable and sturdy, but it is an add-on, an accessory that you have to pay extra for. So I figured, well, this comes with a gear shifter and keyboard mount, so I'll try these ones to begin with, see how I get on with them. If I find they aren't sturdy enough, then I can always upgrade at a later date. But I don't want to spend out money, wrong size, I don't want to spend out money unnecessarily if these ones can do the job for me. But they obviously have identified an issue with these, because otherwise they wouldn't have made the new version. Right, there we go. So that's that locked in. I won't lock those in yet because I don't know if they're the right height, and I won't lock the keyboard in just yet because I might not even keep that. It's going to get in the way of the wall, I think, but we'll see. So a few bits left over here. That's the actual mount, so I'll take that off there. I don't think this bolts on at all. I think you can only attach this using the table mount. I could be wrong, but I don't believe you can bolt this on. So we shall just do what I can for now. If I can get this off here, of course. There we go. Excellent. So that wants to go on. Now you can rotate this. So I think at the moment it's like that, which is not ideal. So I might have to turn that around. I think that's going to put it too close to me, but we shall see. This is really awkward. Right, I need to sort this out. Okay, so that needs to come up. I need more clearance there to get this on. Once it's on, I should be able to move it easier. So that only goes to there. That'll do up to there. Yeah, I think that'll probably be too close. So the rig is done. Cable management sorted. All powered up, ready to go. I've changed the gate on the H pattern so it's the right way around now. So that's fine. So all the cable management's done. Nice and neatly run down one there into the USB hub. Cable mess there, but you know, what can you do? Cables are cables, you could have them somewhere. And of course, the VR helmet ready to race. So I think the only thing left to do, there's two things left to do. One is to tidy up all this mess that's left over from building it, and all the extra bits. And the second thing to do is to actually give it a test drive. So I'll tidy up now, and the next time you'll see a video, we'll be in the rig ready to race. Well, here we are guys, in Assetto Corsa, in the rig, driving the Mazda MX-5, which is a fairly manageable car. It's not too quick. It's the first time in the rig. I thought I'd choose something a bit sensible. And obviously using the H pattern, which I haven't done for a long time, and even when I did it wasn't very regular, so I'm not very good with an H pattern, I wouldn't imagine, even though I can drive a manual car. So we're in gear. Hopefully you can see the screen over there, which is what I'm seeing, and we'll take it for a couple of laps. Okay. Find the right gear, there we go. Told you I wasn't much good with an H pattern. Well, in a simulator anyway. Well, already, first impressions, I get the right gear. Oh, but it's, oh dear. Very good, actually. It just feels right. Compared to racing on a desk, when you're in here, everything's just in the right place. The steering wheel is where it should be, because when racing on the desk, the steering wheel's a bit higher. Let's just concentrate on this corner. Yeah, the steering wheel was a bit higher, so that didn't feel right. The pedals were low because I was sitting high on a desk chair, whereas obviously I'm sitting low down now, so the angle of the pedals feels more natural. I've got the H pattern, which is in the right place. There we go. Finding the right gear. So yeah, everything just feels like it's in the right place. It feels like I'm sat in a car. Oh, shocking. And that really adds to the immersion. So that's a good thing. And now one of the things I want to do, now I've got this set up, and once I've got comfortable using the H pattern in the simulator, is to actually learn to heel and toe when I'm shifting. because on the desk it was never really practical, because for a start I couldn't get the H pattern set up properly in a place where it was really usable, so that never really worked. And secondly, because of the angle of how I was sitting, it wasn't very conducive to doing heel and toe with my feet, because the pedals were in a weird position. Ah, no, I screwed that one up. Ah. Okay. So let's just finish this lap and try not to crash. I'm not really sure what else I can say about the rig, to be honest. I mean, it feels very sturdy, I can say that. There's no, well, I'm not feeling any wobble in the deck. I mean, it might be there, but I can't feel it. The gear shifter mount, yeah, that is a bit loose. I can feel a bit of movement in that, but I mean, yeah, it's okay. I can live with it for now. I'm sure the upgraded version is more solid, but I think I can live with this, considering I didn't have anything before at all. It's a big improvement on what I had. So that felt a bit better going through there. Didn't use all the road there, that wasn't good. This keyboard tray, I'm not sure about the keyboard tray. I mean, I haven't got a keyboard for it yet, but I'm thinking I might be able to move it over this side. I'm not actually sure, I haven't tried yet, but because I've got the gear stick mounted on the lower positions, there's two holes above it where the keyboard tray could potentially go, and then I might be able to swing it out round there, out of the way that way, so it's not constantly banging against the wall, because I'm just going to damage the wall if it stays here. So I'll see if I can move that. Get the right gear would help. But apart from that, I mean, the whole thing, it's just a huge improvement over what I was using before. It really is. It just feels so much nicer. And I've got to say, this racing seat is very comfortable. It's much more comfortable than my GT Omega office chair. Actually, there's more padding. It feels softer. I really like it. So this is the RS9, this one. You can get it with the RS6, but I would definitely recommend this seat. This is really very comfortable. Oh, this is great. I could do laps all day in this. Oh dear. Great fun. And I don't care that I'm not quick, because I'm enjoying it, and if you're enjoying it, that's what it's all about. And doing the manual shifting, it makes such a difference to driving these cars with the manual shifter. It really feels like you're driving the car as opposed to having the paddles. Let's try and drift around here. Hey, kind of, almost, a little drift. Okay, I think we'll call it. Because I haven't anything else to say, and I'm sure you've seen enough of me driving around here. So, yeah, I think we'll call it on that. So this is the GT Omega Pro racing rig. I'll probably do another review of the whole thing when I've had it for a week or so and I've done a few laps and a few races. But for now, I'm struggling to find fault with it. It's a really good rig. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch up with you soon.